Dear students, in this video, we are going to read the lesson The Third Level, which has been written by Jack Finney. In this lesson, Jack Finney in the beginning asks us a question. Have you ever had any curious experience which others find hard to believe? He asks us this question because in this lesson we are going to be introduced about such an experience which is very hard to believe. It is not easy for us to believe. We might have some curious experience, but I think we don't have any such experience that leads us to past. We might have been in any dream, but in this lesson we come to know that it was in reality. Let us see the lesson. The presidents of the New York Central and the New York, New Haven and Hartford railroads will swear on a stack of timetables that there are only two. The narrator here wants to say that the presidents of four railroads, these are the New York Central and the New York, New Haven and Hartford railroads, they will take an oath, they will swear, they will promise that there are only two levels at the Grand Central Railway Station. But the narrator here says that he has been to the third level. Now let us see ahead. But I say there are three because I have been on the third level of the Grand Central Station. Yes, I have taken the obvious step. I talked to a psychiatrist friend of mine, among others. I told him about the third level at Grand Central Station and he said it was a waking dream with fulfillment. He said I was unhappy, that made my wife kind of mad, but he explained that he meant the modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, and all the rest of it, and that I just want to escape. Well, who does not? Everybody I know wants to escape, but they do not wander down into any third level at Grand Central Station. Dear students, in this paragraph, the narrator wants to say that the presidents of the four railroads will swear, they will take an oath that there are only two levels. But the protagonist of the story, Charlie, a 31-year-old guy, says that he had been to the third level and he knows that there is the third level because he himself has experienced it. He said that he had taken complete steps, obvious steps, and he talked about his experience to a psychiatrist friend of his. They, among others, he talked to others also, but he talked to one of his friends and he told him about the third level at Grand Central Station. And his friend, his psychiatrist friend, said that it was a daydream with fulfillment. It was a waking dream with fulfillment. He told that the narrator was unhappy, and this statement made the narrator's wife a bit annoyed at him. He said that she became a kind of mad. But when his psychiatrist friend Sam Winner told them that he did not mean about their marital condition, he wanted to say that the modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, tension, diseases, and other troubles, and so on. And that from those worries the narrator wanted to escape. But the narrator, in a way, he agrees and adds, well, who does not? Means, who does not want to escape? Everybody wants to escape. He says, everybody he knows wants to escape. But it does not mean that they have been to any third level at Grand Central Station. Dear students, now the next paragraph. But that is the reason he said, and my friends all agree. Everything points to it. They claimed my stamp collecting, for example, that is a temporary refuge from reality. Well, maybe, but my grandfather did not need any refuge from reality. Things were pretty nice and peaceful in his day. From all I hear, and he started my collection. It is a nice collection too. blocks of four of practically every US issue, first day covers, and so on. President Roosevelt collected stamps too, you know. Dear students, here the narrator says that his friends and his psychiatrist friend also they indicated that his stamp collecting was a type of a refuge from the reality. He adds that let that be. Well, maybe means it might be, but he asks a question. His grandfather, who had started collecting the stamps, he did not need any refuge. The reasons behind that was the reasons behind that were that at his times things were pretty nice, peaceful, and cheaper. He says from all he hears, whatever he had heard yet, his grandfather started the ticket collection and it was nice collection too because there are blocks of four of practically every US issue. There are first day covers and so on. He adds that President Roosevelt also collected stamps and it does not mean that President Roosevelt wanted any refuge. President Roosevelt did not want any refuge, yet he was a ticket collector. Dear students, now the third paragraph. Anyway, here is what happened at Grand Central. One night last summer, I worked late at the office. I was in a hurry to get uptown to my apartment, so I decided to take the subway from Grand Central because it is faster than the bus. One night, the narrator worked late in his office and so he was now in a hurry to reach his residence. For that very cause, he decided to take the subway because it was faster than the bus. Now I don't know why this should have happened to me. I am just an ordinary guy named Charlie, 31 years old, and I was wearing a tan gabardine suit and a straw hat with a fancy band. I passed a dozen men who looked just like me. And I was not trying to escape from anything. I just wanted to get home to Luisa, my wife. Here the narrator asks a question why this should happen with him. He is an ordinary person. He is 31 years old. His name is Charlie. And at that time he was wearing a yellowish brown colored gabardine. Gabardine means thick fabric, strong fabrics coat, and several persons were wearing suits like him. He was not any type of special person, and he was not trying to escape from anything that day. He just wanted to get home to his wife, Luisa. Dear students, remaining in the next video.